Damn.
The fuck ever. Welcome everyone to a very hurried Three Cynics Gaming podcast. We're recording early this week because we got a family function for which we need to take vacation time. For everybody watching on YouTube, this will be the first time probably in a while that it isn't going to come out in segments. I simply won't have the time to divide it into segments. I'm going to publish it as 1 hour long piece or whatever it happens to be. Sorry for that if you like the segments. Simply don't have the time. We're working people with family obligations. Suck it. Anyhow, I'm Clay, here with my brothers, Mark and Nate. Nate looks not happy right there at the top left. He had a long shift, and he works with unreliable people. And there's Mark Jr. there. He looks all right. Are you getting your mind right?
Yes. You see that
Right.
shit?
What was that?
I don't know.
I
Some
don't know.
creepy shit. I thought it was a bug. I was getting ready to freak out.
So, Nate, how'd it go in the last 5 days since nobody's heard from you or some shit? I don't know.
Work.
Did you play Pokemon Go?
I attempted to, but then I didn't because that requires a lot of walking, and I already do a lot of that at work. And when I don't, put in 55 hours a week, then maybe I'll do it.
Okay. Understood. What about you, Mark Jr.? Pokemon Go?
No. I don't like the Pokemon shits. I'm like one out of like every 8 jabillion gamers that doesn't like Pokemon games. That's me.
I don't like Pokemon games either. Thank you for
Sweet,
that.
there's 2 of us. No, I can't stand
I
it. They
think we're
bother the
2
shit
out of
of me.
7.4 billion.
Yeah, for real. No, we are. But because it's a phenomenon.
Well, I've read more than one thing talking about how it's an amazing mobile application, but a terrible game. Like there isn't anything to really do except catch Pokemon. But I mean, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna let the viewers watch me play Evolve Stage 2 because I actually got that bitch running. We'll talk about that soon enough. First up, Pokemon Go.
Where are we going?
The 1.6 million a day.
Yeah.
Money.
According to this website that will not load because,
Yeah, well,
Reasons.
reasons I don't pay for a 300 megabit connection. Thank you, Internet. According to NintendoEnthusiast.com and Mr. or Mrs. Elia Pales. I think it's Elia. What does that look like to you, Nate? Elia?
Looks like I can't load the fucking page.
Elia? It's not a very...
something along them. Yeah,
something like that. According to them, Pokemon Go has made $1.6 million per day just on iOS and just in the USA. They struck fucking gold.
You knew they were going to.
Of course.
They refuted mobile for like 6 years on end. Like, no, our games will not be mobile. No, we'll stick with our platform. You must play our hardware. Finally, they go mobile, and it's fucking it's diamonds.
Which I'm going to go ahead and drop fuck all y'all and y'all's Pokemon Go, even though y'all should have fun with it if you do. It gives me faith that Nintendo will build the NX the way I want it and give me good games.
What do you mean?
Because they will use this to prop up their consoles and their games. I guarantee they will use this to prop that up.
They always have been a company to profit from one thing while losing at another, haven't they?
Yes, and they will use this to prop up the other half of their company to make the system an excellent system. It gives me all kinds of faith, dude, and all kinds of hope. Like, please, you're going to make billions of dollars off this goddamn mobile game. Back up your system with it, and I bet you they will.
He's got a point.
That's cool. Sounds sweet to me.
No, it's exciting to me because that's the way I'm looking at it. They're not worried about it. I mean, how much did they spend making it? Not 1.6 million? Not.
No, I don't think so. It looks like shit. It looks like an adventure in AR, but it really looks like a shitty overlay from all the videos and screen caps I've seen.
Donna's playing it on an iPad.
It looks
So,
like a shit game, but I mean, they incorporated it into augmented reality, which takes some programming.
dude, hold on. My stepson and his wife came over to see me and the old lady before we move. And guess what? All three of them were doing the whole goddamn time they were here. They wandered out in the backyard and then went into the easement and then walked over to the church. And I'm just sitting here chilling.
Oh.
So it's a hit, dude. It's a hit. They're gonna make. I mean, dude. I mean, if Candy Crush can make billions, what the hell you think Pokemon's gonna make?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
People love their Pokemons. Nate's a fan of Pokemons, but he ain't
I
saying
am.
nothing.
He's not saying anything.
Because I'm not interested in that. I fucking work too hard. I work too many hours in a day to worry about going around, walking around to catch a basic Pokemon, which is dumb. I tried. I walked around my whole fucking block. I'm sorry, but if there ain't nothing on my block, I'm done. It's cool.
That's it. That's the
There should be
extent
at
of
least
your
something
reach.
on my block. I'm with you on that, though, Nate. With you on
Goddamn.
that. There should
I'm
be
not
something.
asking for a fucking Zapdos or a Mewtwo, but fuck, give me a Squirtle. Shit.
He just said so many not words.
I know. I agree with that statement. I heard of the Squirtle before.
Right, it's a turtle thing. I've seen it.
Good shit. Oh, it's good shit.
It's just I don't know. It's just it sounds cool and I want to be into it, but I'm really tired, so I don't actually care that much right now.
But I'm thinking about doing it and using it to get my old lady to go walking and shit. Maybe she'll feel better. I'm thinking about it, dude.
There you go. Get some exercise on.
Yeah,
What's up?
No, I've never played Pokemon, but all it is run around and catch them, right? I can do that, I think.
I get enough exercise. I'm good.
Well, I do too. I'm straight. I mean, I got my belly and shit, but I'm straight.
Right?
I'm thinking, dude, great for the exercise and shit, though. You can walk the dogs and play your Pokemon Go.
All right. Well, then let's just open up number 2 here from CNBC. From Saheli Roy Chaudhary?
You're going right
God.
into another Pokemon Go?
That's
you people
what I'm
fucking
thinking. I'm
have
just
pronounceable
trying.
names?
I'm just trying to.
Nintendo
Damn it!
wasn't
You
hit
fucked
on
my
the
segue with the autoplay ad. Anyway, it just goes to show that they hit gold because they literally increased their market value by $7.5 billion in a week.
Bam.
That is magical gold. That's better than gold. It's magical. And Nate's been saying it for like 2 years now. All they had to do was go mobile.
I'm telling you, that's all it takes. Fucking people want to give you their money. That's it.
You just have,
Especially
you just have to
Nintendo.
find a way where they feel good doing it.
People want to. Who feels good about spending fucking $700 on Candy Crush because you can't beat one of the levels they designed for you not to beat?
Well, I mean, that's fair. They do that a lot, and it makes people uninstall the game like me. But I never played Candy Crush, so I was never into those match 3 shit. I completely lost train of thought.
Damn.
Go
Completely just went.
on. You just off the rails.
Yeah, it just
Go on.
went
How
right
many
into the wall.
passengers did you kill? Damn.
I mean,
All
I'll
of
take.
Every single one, Clay.
I'll take some money from Nintendo for that fucking advice I gave them. Shit.
Right?
Get up, Nintendo. I think Mark's right though. I think it's a good. It'll be a good stepping stone for them to give me a good console. I think this will also open the doors for a Zelda mobile game and a Metroid mobile game and Super Mario mobile games. A fucking bug flying around.
We can hear it, bro.
Fucking smash that bug. I don't got time for that. I don't know. I just think that maybe Nintendo will finally step into 2016 and, actually have some stuff.
Yeah. Well, I heard or read rumor that they're talking about making a dedicated controller for mobile, which I would love to have. My biggest quarrel outside of the fact that games are incredibly shallow on telephones is that on-screen controls are completely fuckered. I hate them. They're the worst thing ever.
I completely agree. They should go to hell.
I'm covering a third of my screen, at least, with my 2 fat-ass man thumbs, trying to control your game, and missing out on so much trying to do so. And also, I mean, I got a pretty fucking big phone. It's bigger than I'm comfortable with, and still, there's not enough real estate there. So if Nintendo employs that sort of technology, I'll be happy with that. I might even pick up on it. Although I did lose my faith in Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, mostly because Dolphin 5.0, the emulator that I was touting last week, isn't exactly a finished product, and it completely reset itself, and all my saves got corrupted. So I was like,
Stop too.
I was like 11 hours deep into Wind Waker, and then I was like, yeah, fuck this. I'm going to start Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. Anyway. Yeah, you fuck with my saves, and I have to start over, I might just not play your game.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it just is what it is. So anyway, the viewers are watching Evolve Stage 2. That's our next topic. We're going to burn right through this fucking podcast.
Because we're not feeling tired. I gotta wake the fuck up.
Well, drink some caffeine. Don't you love coffee?
I got all kinds of shit going on, Clay. So...
I hate coffee.
All right, so Evolve went free to play. And it is so hard, crashy, blue screen, black screen, fucked. All right, this is an article from 4Claw, which is... I have no fucking idea how I found this.
Force Claw, Clay. Force Claw.
Sure, whatever you said. By Amit Baron Roy. And it just describes all of the myriad problems that the game has had and all of the boosts it's had. It had something like a 25,000% increase in players and all sorts of craziness. But let me tell you about my experience. I saw that it went free to play. Its logo or its banner changed on my Steam library. So I was like, oh shit, what is this? And this was before I knew it went free to play. I just saw the change in the banner. So I loaded it up, and it said Evolve Stage 2 Beta. I was like, neat. So I looked that shit up on my phone. Sure enough, it's gone free to play. It's got tens of thousands of players overnight. And I don't go straight online, because I'm not that stupid. I play some tutorial or practice, matches or whatever. I shit you not, 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes into every single match, it would black screen my computer, and you get that audio loop, whatever was the 3 sounds that were playing in that instance. No alt tab, can't control alt delete. It would just hard crash your system. It did that to me 4 times before. And of course I was searching the forums and all that stuff for a fix the whole time, each and every time it happened. Finally, one of the forums updated, one of the Evolve forum, where the developers are, personally involved, and I went through like this 15-step fucking process, deleting files and reconfiguring config files and deleting whole folders worth of shit and verifying integrity of game cache and it's just all this shit. It took me like half an hour to figure out how to fix the game, which ended up being fixed by deleting the folder or all of the contents of the folder 253370 within the Steam user ID game files. It worked. And their performance improvements are very impressive.
You did all that. You said all that to give Evolve props.
No. The game is still fuckered. I'm getting to it, okay? This is a long-winded story.
Obviously.
But they're watching my gameplay right now, and I got better frame rates in the game with the Stage 2 beta than I ever did playing Evolve. And that's... I got to give it props for that. But I tried to play online. I did that thing that you did with Battleborn, Nate, where I just set it to find match and then just sort of watched it for a while, then walked away and came back. I'm not kidding, no exaggeration. 28 minutes in queue. It had found 4 other players within 20, 30 seconds. Still hadn't loaded into game. So, I think Evolve going free to play is the right move. But I don't know if it'll save it. I don't know.
I mean, if it's going free to play, are they trying to save it? I mean, how do they make money off of it now?
They don't.
Oh.
There's no microtransactions. There's no way to spend money on the game. But it's still in beta. They're going to figure that out soon enough.
So, but you didn't make shit for money off selling the game, so you're going to make it free and then add microtransactions? You should have just done that from the jump.
Oh, no, it sold really well. It sold millions of copies.
Oh, did it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to make more money now. All right, that's what's up.
They're trying to make a game that people want to play. Mark Jr., before this week, when it went free to play, it peaked at 100 players.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, it was peaking on a good day between 1 and 200 players.
And it went up to 24,000 or something.
24,000 overnight or over a couple of days. People love free games, even if they're not exactly, considerably well-made games. Which Evolve is a well-made game. It's just a very flawed concept. But I mean, we've had our share of fun playing it, but it might be too little, too late. I don't know.
I mean, but it's free to play, so maybe it won't reach the 24,000 again. But what if it stays at 5,000? Isn't that considered a success, considering you had 100 or 200?
Well, yeah.
I mean, as long as you can fix it, as long as they can just go through and patch and delete whatever that is off your computer and make it much easier, then, I mean, what the fuck's the problem? Like you said, people love free shit, dude.
Yeah.
So, I mean, no matter who you are, who doesn't love free shit? Somebody walks up to you on the street, hands you $20, you're not going to take it?
I don't know. I don't know if somebody... That's kind of shady.
Are you creepy? But... All right, walking down the street, find $20. Are you not gonna pick it up? I'm picking that shit up.
Well,
I might
I'm
even taste it
up.
if the wind's blowing.
It's just, I don't know. Now they're gonna have to find a way to monetize it, because what's the point in supporting a game that's not making you money? There's no fucking point at all.
We've already proved it a million times. All you gotta do, Clay, is put a skin on that bitch, right?
Right.
Some hot skins.
They're gonna have to monetize the aesthetics.
Yes. And it would work. And if you got 5,000 people and you get one jackass that spends $1,000 a month, you're killing it because you've already done everything for the game.
Right. So what's the chances I'm going to convince Nate to play again?
I don't know. Convince me is 0. Nate, I don't know. You might have you have a better chance with Nate.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was all right, I guess. I mean, I'm not trying to hard crash my computer. That ain't happening.
Well, you just got to fuck around with a bunch of shit and then it'll work.
Sounds like more effort than I want to put into that particular endeavor.
Yeah, I think I like Evolve more than either one of you. I guess that's why I'll make the effort.
It was all right. They just could have done better.
Agreed.
So it's like,
I mean, I don't understand. They don't have like a guy on a computer that loads it up and says, okay, it's good to go before you put it out?
Well, the biggest problem they had is the hard crashes, the black screen crashes only seem to happen on AMD graphics cards. And maybe none of the developers are using AMD graphics.
Oh.
So,
well, shouldn't you try it on like the major ones that are selling and shit? Wouldn't that be smart?
I mean... Maybe.
I mean, I'm just saying, dude. Then you could have avoided all this, because then you could have sustained like 15,000 players, 15,000 players, if that shit would have just came out nice and smooth.
You'd like to think. They gave it the beta status so that people would excuse some things, and it's free.
Oh, and they got to add the microtransactions. So
yeah, so they got to figure out how they're going to monetize
free.
it. Yeah. But, I mean... A free game with microtransactions is always better than a $60 game with microtransactions, right?
True. Ain't that the truth?
Well, all right, let's move on. That was none too exciting.
I'm feeling it. Need to wake up. Told you.
I say Nate.
Figure
Nate
that
needs to
shit
talk.
out quick.
Well, I
No
rubbed my
nipple.
nipples, but they got censored,
Mark,
so I can't.
oh, you posted from N4G.
Yeah, I did it because Nate always yells at me for random sites, so I found the most obscure one I could find. I had to go through like 6 Google pages and shit.
Dude,
that.
N4G is a very popular site.
Oh, is it? Well, I had to go
Yeah.
through like they do a bad job for their Google machine. I'm just saying you guys should get on that.
Well,
'Cause,
the thing
you came
is,
up,
like you can see, did you
75
open the
in.
link?
Yeah.
And it says read full story.
Yes, it goes to another site.
It goes to thegg.net, thegg.net.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bam. See, that's why I found it on the 6th page, huh?
All right, so I didn't read this shit. What's it about, Mark Jr.?
No, it's just because I thought it was funny. Capcom has censored Cammy's nipples in the latest Street Fighter V patch, and this guy, I mean, it might be a girl, Robin Eck, might be a dude, chick. What do you think?
It doesn't matter. This person.
Well, but it says, "What the hell, Capcom?" Like this guy's offended that he took chick's nipples away.
Is he?
Yeah. Well, I'm reading it now. Again.
I'm a little offended that Capcom's taking nipples away.
Are you? Why?
Yeah, because it's fucking bullshit. Last week, I fucking got to watch Vega eat ass on Ken and Ryu, but Cammy can't have nipples. Nipples are offensive now. It's offensive to me that she doesn't have nipples.
That is strange that nipples are more offensive than ass eating. I mean,
Hey, what the
ass
fuck?
eating is pretty fucking deep. I mean, it seriously is.
Was there an outrage? Like,
Not that I'm seeing. No,
I didn't
no.
hear anybody crying on the gaming forums and shit about Cammy's nipples being offensive.
Yeah, but he just updated a little bit later on, and it says people have some Steam mods that have started to delete and lock some of the Street Fighter V threads due to discussion of endless self-censorship in SFV.
Well,
Hold on.
No. There's no such thing as self-censorship.
That's what it
People
says.
are fucking retarded. Censorship comes from without. Revision comes
No, it says
from
due
within.
to the discussions about the endless self-censorship.
Right, they're talking about Capcom
Capcom's,
censoring
yes,
their own
censoring
art.
themselves. Yes.
No, that's not censorship. That's not how
true.
censorship works.
No, that's not censorship at all.
And people
Well, hold on.
mislabel that shit all the time. Sorry, Nate, go on.
Did they remove Zangief's nipples? Because that motherfucker ain't never had a shirt on.
No, and he's got badass nipples too.
Big orange ones, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So why are Zangief's nipples not offensive? I'm offended by Zangief's nipples now.
Well, you got to start a thread.
Yeah,
All I gotta do is cry and things go my way.
Yeah. Cry because you're offended by somebody's bulge next time, Nate.
Hold on, there's another one. That guy.
Tell
I
him
don't know
showing
his
off too
name.
much testicleavage.
I'm offended by
Just-
Vega forcibly being forced to eat ass. That's offensive.
That's true by 2 dudes, too, not just one.
Did the other chicks in the game get their nipples removed?
Obviously not. Maybe she was the only one with nipples.
Well, then she's just conforming to the rest of society, and they shouldn't make Cammy conform like that.
Oh,
Nipple removal surgery.
I like it, Nate. It's hilarious.
Well, any way you look at it, viewers and listeners, if the company that made the game changes the aesthetics of the game, the artwork of the game, it's not censorship by definition. Don't cry censorship. Censorship comes from without. Revision comes from within. They have every right to revise their artwork.
So you can have your booty hanging out, though, but you can't have...
Yeah, and look at the other women in the game. All of them
Yeah.
have like quadruple F cleavage.
They do.
Just titty
All of
physics
them.
bouncing everywhere. But
Oh.
Tammy can't have nipples. Cleavage isn't offensive, but nipples fully covered up are.
I mean, why does it
No,
matter?
like that picture is ridiculous.
Why
Two chicks
does-
fighting with big ass titties just bouncing, but they don't have nipples.
Well, nipples don't show through every material. I mean, they look like they got some pretty heavy vinyl on. I don't
That's
think
fair.
nipples would show through that.
Probably not. Not if it's real heavy and strapped to you.
All right, so the fuck cares? What difference does any of this make?
I just think I thought it was hilarious because I was like, dude, he's really upset about them not having taken out her nipples. I just think it's hilarious. But
Yeah.
I think it's dumb.
Nate's right. It is kind of dumb. Like, why the fuck can he have giant junk bulge? But she can't have nipples. I just, I don't understand.
The impression of big
the
cock
dudes
is less detrimental to the youth than the impression of nipples.
All the dudes have giant cock.
What's wrong with that?
Well, I'm just saying, why can't we have nipples then? If we all have giant bulges, why can't we have nipples? That's all I'm saying.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me which you show. I mean, did you ever watch Loadout? Did you ever, like, strip your characters down naked in Loadout?
No.
They all got giant cocks and protruding nipples and all that sort of shit.
But Loadout is a third-party defunct game that's supposed to be goofy. Street Fighter's a well-established series that should just fucking stupid.
No nipples for you.
I know, right? I'll get nipples. No more nipples.
No nipples for you.
You didn't need nipples in the first place.
I guess I won't be pounding off to Street Fighter 5 anytime soon.
Who pounds off to fucking cartoon artwork anyway? That's fucking creepy.
It is creepy, but people do it.
I'm sure somebody does it, dude. It's obviously a big
creepy
thing.
All right, so PC gaming too hard? What's this?
Oh, that was one just to troll both of y'all.
All right, so tell us about it. I'm going to the link. Fuck N4G.
Yeah, I have to too. It's the same site.
From motherboard.vice.com.
But he's basically explaining why PC gaming is still way too hard for the common person and why it's so much easier to just buy a console. Who is it?
Can't argue with that. It's Emmanuel Mayberg.
Yes, you can. I can argue that all day long.
It's just to troll y'all because it was hilarious.
Well, think about it, Nate. There's thousands of motherboards, hundreds of processors, hundreds of video cards to choose from, thousands of power supplies, thousands of cases. There is this virtually endless smorgasbord of hardware to choose from to build a PC. But if you want a dedicated game machine, you got like 3 choices, like 1, 2, or 3. Which one? So he's got a point in that.
No, he doesn't. Because
all right.
If you just fucking talk to people instead of being afraid to talk to people, like most of these people are, doesn't make any goddamn sense. You could just call up CyberPower PC, free shout out to them, and say, hey, I want a gaming PC. I have this much to spend. I need it to run this game. And they'll build it for you. They'll just send you a link, say, here, buy this.
I mean, he's got a damn good point. I mean,
So, yeah,
I ordered
it's convoluted
my...
if you're trying to buy yours from scratch and build it yourself, having no experience, but it's the same thing doing it with a fucking car.
Yeah.
So nobody should drive? We should all ride mopeds?
Well, I mean...
Yeah.
Well, okay. A lot of people argue that the markup on pre-built gaming PCs is too much. That's a lie. If you go to certain sites...
If it is, dude, I'm looking at this. I mean, he's talking right there, just the components to put it together was $1,700.
Yeah, if you want to build a $1,700 computer, sure.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it sounded good. I don't know. It's just numbers and letters to me.
That's bullshit. That's that negative stigma that you simple people who like your consoles have issues with, because you don't really know. For $700, which is little more than you paid for your console and or consoles, Mark.
I paid $800 for both, together, and then sold one for $500. I'm just throwing it out there. So I only spent $300, even though that's cheater because I sold the other one.
But you could spend $700 and build a computer, especially with the new video cards coming out, that will be good for the next 15 years.
Oh, that's what they say until the next update comes out.
Well,
because your Xbox is still going to have shitty
Batman doesn't
hardware.
work.
No, you think about it this way, Mark Jr. The hardware in your Xbox One will never get any better or any worse.
Agreed.
The hardware that is
the game I put in it, I don't give a fuck.
The hardware that is in any PC will never get any better or any worse.
But you can just swap it out, right?
Unless you change it.
Yeah, can't you just
Right.
swap it out?
So
That's craziness.
PCs don't depreciate at this incredible rate the way everybody thinks they do. You don't have to buy a new graphics card every year. You don't have to buy a new processor every year. The computer that I mainly play games on, excuse me, in my downtime, it costs like $600, I think. And you could build it for a lot cheaper than I did, because I wanted to build it extra small, which smaller components cost more because they got to pack all the same componentry into the same, or into a smaller space, you know? A computer is only as expensive as you want it to be. A console is as expensive as they sell it. There's... and this guy goes on rants about the 1080 and the Titan X. Do you know how many people bought a Titan X? Like 15 people. Because it was a $1,400 graphics card. Nobody buys a $1,400 graphics card. Well, a few enthusiasts do. But if you're wise, you spend $600 on a computer, and then 4 years later you spend $200 on a graphics card to keep it up to date. Or you could spend $300 to $500 on a console, and then when they decide it's time for you to update, you spend $400 to $500.
Yeah, but to be fair, you can stretch out any life of any console for at least 1 to 2 years after the new console comes out. That's true. 6 years.
It's true, but
and then the price of all those consoles by the time you go to get it 2 years later will be $100, $200 less.
Yeah.
And
your computer hasn't gotten any worse in the meantime.
I don't have to call Clay because this shit ain't working right. I don't have to Skype with nobody and try to figure this shit out. It's just done.
I mean, it's true. The simplicity of the hardware warranty.
I mean, we went over it last week, though. I've bought 3 games this year. 2 have been for this, and 1 have been for the Xbox One. So you may be working, but I fucking hate both of y'all, so it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. All right, so about last week, open up the System Shock thing. About last week when we were talking about how Kickstarter video gaming is not doing well on Kickstarter. Yeah, people really want to see a remake of System Shock. As reported by Elise Favis on Game Informer, it reached its $900,000 goal before the goal even expired. People just dumped money into System Shock. Now, I was not a gamer when System Shock was around. Nate, did you play System Shock?
No, that doesn't sound familiar at all.
No, I agree with that.
That's what happens when you take more than half your hit points in one hit in D&D. You have to make a System Shock check.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. Yeah, so apparently, really all you have to have is the right idea. And the people who want to remake or refurbish System Shock, that is Night Dive Studios, they got the right idea. Apparently it's a 1994 game. Wow.
It is a first-person action role-playing video game.
It's reminiscent of like Eye of the Beholder, things like that.
It kind of is.
I played the playable pre-alpha demo that they put up on Steam, and you can't actually do anything, but it looks pretty darn good.
You didn't play anything then, right?
I mean, I interacted with the tiny bit of spaceship that I was allowed to move around in, but, I mean, it's all right. I'm not going to give them any money.
I'm good.
That's not going to happen. But, yeah, I mean, I guess congratulations to these guys.
I mean, if it's cool, I might check it out.
Don't congratulate them until they actually put a fucking game out.
That's true. It says right here, the System Shock remake has no official release date.
Yeah, lots of these fuckers get their goal and then either release shit or like, I need more time. Give me more money.
Think about it. They're not offering anything that the original game didn't. They're just trying to update the game. That's all they're trying to do. Make it modern looking. And maybe that'll work. Who
Maybe
knows?
I'll try it if it's $6.
$6.
Yeah.
And you sound as cheap as me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what you're going to get from me since you're putting no effort into it and you just got free money from everybody.
They're putting mad effort into it. Try and play System Shock from 1994 and then play the playable demo.
Clay, I have been
The
playing.
non-playable demo.
I've been playing Fallout 2 actually lately
Awesome.
from 1999, and it's been fantastic. It's
Is
slow.
that why that shit popped up on my fucking Steam library?
Yeah. I
Great
bought
game.
the 3-pack, bitch.
I saw all 3 of them.
Yes,
along
sir.
with Tactics or some shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just
Yes,
a heads up,
sir.
they were freeware not too long ago. You could just get them for free. I don't know if you still can, but you
It was
could.
$10.
Mm.
And I was looking for something to play, and I remember playing Fallout 1 and playing that bitch for fucking forever and never beating it. So I figured I could at least get like 40, 50 hours out of that bitch.
Yeah, probably.
And I never played the second one. I only played the first one.
Yeah.
Mm.
Bam.
First one's only got like 10 hours of playtime.
Does it? But I was like 10 and horrible.
Okay.
So-
That's all right. All right, gentlemen, let's
did.
take a break. Nate, find your fucking enthusiasm. We'll
I
be
had
back.
enthusiasm for nipples.
Right,
He
bye.
did. For nipples, he did. That's fair.
All right, let's continue to make a gaming podcast. Where are we? Number 7?
Yes.
All right, Nate,
What's up?
I was interested to hear your take on this idea. This Steam summer sale made more money than any summer sale before, but did not make more money than their last winter sale. This is an article from Eurogamer.net by Mr. Robert Perchisi. And it seems to have resulted from their elimination of daily deals or flash sales. And I heard an argument, I think from the guys at Funhouse, I don't remember exactly, but shout out to Funhouse, that the way they examined it was that flash sales and daily deals force people or make people feel like they should wait. Like on day 5 of a sale, like, you know, the game you want is $3.99, and day 6 of the sale is the game you want is $2.99, and then day 7, the last day of the sale, you're expecting it'll be cheaper than ever, so you spend your time waiting rather than buying games, which, I mean, obviously for Steam has resulted in more money than ever. So they've basically figured out the psychology of the spending of a gamer, in that rather than forcing them or making them feel like they should wait, they should just purchase when it's on sale. Because, I mean, day 5, day 6, it gets cheaper and cheaper, and then day 7 you realize it's not even on sale anymore, and then you feel assed out. Were you ever super excited about flash sales and silliness like that?
No, I actually despised flash sales for that reason. I personally bought more games this summer sale than I have in any of their previous summer sales, so my bit of anecdotal evidence supports your more collaborative effort. But I never liked those flash sales. I'm a busy guy. I got shit to do, so I'm not really trying to sit around and wait for something to come up. But I think that the elimination is good. I think that they'll never beat their winter sales record on a summer sale, because the winter sale always has better deals. So you're going to sell more copies of games. Even though you're spending less, you're going to sell more. So that's where it stands with that. I think it's good for Steam. I wish they would do a better job of advertising, because whatever algorithm they use to determine what games I like is way the fuck off.
Is it now?
Just like way off. If I loaded up Steam right now, it'd be like because you want Grand Theft Auto 5, here's Call of Duty. What? That doesn't even make sense. But I mean, that's where it's at. I'm happy for Steam. I wish they'd get some more shit together, but this is good. Good for them. Make more money, Gabe.
Right. Well, how do you feel about the psychology of the whole thing, Mark Jr.?
Oh, I don't care.
Well,
At all?
I mean, like...
I understand. I understand what you're saying, but...
If I had a nickel for every time you said, "Oh, I don't care," I'd be a rich man.
Probably you have no idea, dude. Imagine how many times I say it when I'm not on this podcast for an hour and a half every week. Just... But, no, I mean, it's interesting. But like you said, if you did it where you counted down days and days and it got cheaper and cheaper and then you went on there the last day to get it and it's not on sale anymore, yeah, that feels a little dickish.
Well,
But
plus, during those
just bought
days,
the game.
you're not spending money on games. You're waiting to find out when it is cheapest. And the sales turn over every 8 hours, so you're bound to miss one of the sales. Because, you got to fucking sleep. What are you, some kind of robot?
That's fair.
So...
But a base sale all the way across the board would just seem to be easier anyways.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why they wouldn't just do that in the first place.
Well,
Seems
because
just set discounts.
They thought that flash sales and daily deals would entice people to buy more, but the psychology of the matter proves otherwise, that people are encouraged to wait when they see the price drop or rise and fall and rise and fall. They're naturally inclined to wait to see it at its lowest, and then the whole time they're waiting, they're not spending any money.
I mean, that's fair. So set a number. This is what you get off, like they said. I mean, they made the most money off the 25% off games. So,
Right.
So that's normally what the newest and the hottest, right?
Yeah.
So you still paid what, $40?
Yeah.
$35, something like that. So, that's the way people think though. So you get the newest, hottest, that's where you make your most money, bam. And as Nate says, you'll never beat the winner, and I think it's a different reason. I think it's because even nerds and us retards that love video games so much still have to go outside and do shit in the hot.
Mm-hmm.
So, and in the winter it's like it's cold. It's cold, but it's cold and snowy and shit. I'm gonna spend more time sitting here chilling. That's a proven fact. All humanity does that shit.
Well, I mean, the other
I'm
reason
I'm more likely to buy more games, right?
the other reason is the season. I mean, you roundabout said it, but Christmas,
Christmas,
Hanukkah.
It's the buying season, yeah.
Yeah, it's my birthday. It's the season to to spend money on people. So I know a lot of people who ask for Steam gift cards around that time. So
it makes sense. So you'll never beat the winter sale because Americans like to hibernate and it's Christmas time, bitches.
Santa got some money.
So, bam. I mean, I think you should just leave it the way it is, though. So why fix something that ain't broke, right?
Well, I think the reason why I dropped it in the document was because of Reddit.
Stop
There was a lot of people offended at the elimination of flash sales and daily deals, and then went on to say how they spent less money than they ever have on the Steam sale because they couldn't get the Uber flash sale deals and so on and so forth. But they were obviously in the vocal minority and couldn't see it. But
people are offended by everything, bro. Who gives a fuck?
I mean, yeah, you're right. People are so stupid.
I'm so offended.
We love you, listeners. But if you get offended at silly shit, you're still silly.
Clay, I bet you there's somebody out of the 7 billion on this planet that would rather kill that puppy than think, oh, it's cute. So
you're talking about sociopaths, Margie. I'm not even on that level.
Yes, you are. Sociopaths.
Perfect example was our nipples article earlier. Some people were offended by Cammy's nipples, so they got rid of them. This guy was offended they got rid of Cammy's nipples. People are offended by everything. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Do what makes you happy and fuck everybody else.
Bam, or do what makes you the most money. Fuck everybody else.
I was going to say, if you're Valve, or the developers who publish via Valve, do whatever makes you the most money and damn everybody else.
Agreed.
Wow.
So
All right.
that's where that's at.
Let's do our last article there.
There's two last articles.
Battlefield 4. According to videogamer.com, Mr. David Scammell, Battlefield 4 was the most downloaded PS4 game on the European PlayStation Store last month, despite the fact that it's 3 years old. Wait a minute. Quote, the game's success is, of course, down to last month's price promotion, which saw the shooter reduced to $3 or €3.99. Damn!
Don't you say it all European, bitch. $3.99.
€3.99 euros or pounds. I don't know what symbol that is.
I'm pretty sure. Is
that the pound? The viewers are looking at it. I'm pretty sure that's the euro.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's the euro.
Anyway, it was down to $3.99 European currency, and that makes a lot of sense. But look, Battlefield Hardline was number 2. No,
that is the pound. That is the pound.
Okay, so it was down to £3.99, but Battlefield Hardline was second, and that is a shite game. I guess I can't put that much credence on it. Battlefield 4 is awesome. I can pretty much tell you guys, I mean, I haven't said it before, but I'm going to say it here on the podcast. Every time we play Overwatch, I'd rather be playing Battlefield 4. Every single time. I think about it constantly. Like, I wouldn't be dealing with this fuckhead jumping 60 feet in the air with his bow and arrow if I was playing Battlefield 4. I wouldn't be dealing with this bitch and her fucking missile barrage if I was playing Battlefield 4. I wouldn't be dealing with this giant fucking gorilla if I was playing Battlefield 4.
Right. And I agree for the most part. But you know what's really easy to do in Overwatch? Get into a fucking party and play a game together.
Right?
Well, obviously on PlayStation 4 you could get Battlefield 4 and get on there and play. I'm just saying. Apparently.
I mean, I could neuter myself too.
That would hurt so bad.
Obviously. I mean, in other news, Clay, I did sign up for whatever the fuck it's called on the Origin, that thing.
EA Access?
Yeah, so I can have access to the Battlefield 1 beta earlier.
Nice. Good call. Mark Jr. should do the same.
What?
You should sign up for EA Access.
No.
I did try to play Mass Effect again, and the graphics on that are so real.
Oh man, there is so many trapezoids.
So many.
What do they call those? It's not trapezoids. It's polygons. So many polygons.
What was that? What was that? Xbox 360 or was that a PlayStation? Was that the 2 generation? Is that the original Xbox generation, or is that the 360?
I think it was very early 360.
Yeah, and PlayStation 3.
I think.
It was on all platforms.
I played it when it came out, but I ain't played it since then. So whenever that was.
Yeah, I tried to play it too, and it's super dated.
I mean, dude, I'm playing Fallout 2. You don't get much more dated.
Yeah, but that's overhead. When you go for real 3D graphics in a game, eventually that shit's going to be dated. Overhead? Not so much. Yeah, you can see the pixelation and that sort of shit.
I'm not even worried about the pixelation and shit. I'm worried about the fucking, how slow everything fucking is.
Oh, what, the action of the game?
Yeah, and the mouse does everything. Nothing else does anything. You got hotkeys you set up, but they don't, like, switch between shooting and shit. It doesn't make any sense.
You customize your controls, bro.
I haven't got there yet. All right?
You do that at the start.
I just been fucking them up right now at the moment. I got my first gun and was shooting niggas. It was fun. All right. So.
Mass Effect 1 was released in 07.
Oh, so damn, that's definitely 360 generation, G.
Yeah.
When it was 360, 2005, 2006. 2006, I think.
Yeah. It was early 360 generation.
Mm-hmm.
So. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, it's data. I'm trying to play it.
All right. So, I was just watching a video earlier while we were on break, And I just realized that the generation gap between the Xbox and the Xbox 360 was like 1 month more than 4 years. So if the Xbox Scorpio comes out in late 2017, that'll be pretty much exactly 4 years. Is that offensive, Mark Jr.? Is that all right?
No, because when they rushed out the original Xbox, dude, they were just trying to get Xbox name in the market. I knew that, and I only paid $100 for the fucking thing.
What?
Yeah, no,
that?
I traded in games and shit towards it when you actually like could make a little money off that. But I knew they were going to rush that out because PlayStation 2 had already been out for two or 3 years by the time the first Xbox came out. They were just simply trying to get their name in the market. I expected that. So, no, it's not offensive to me at all. I don't give a fuck.
So you're gonna get yourself an Xbox Scorpio?
No.
No?
I'm probably end up going with the NX and then just staying with the PC so I can play with y'all.
Right.
Bam.
So
already converted.
I'll keep my Xbox One and shit, but I won't drop more money on that. I want to go back to Zelda and Mario and shit. So, and then all these other games just come out on PC. There ain't nothing exclusive on Xbox. Halo, but who fucking cares? It's fucking Halo.
Well, all future Xbox exclusives will be PC as well.
Exactly. So, bam, there you go. Who fucking cares?
Yeah, they tried to renege on that for a minute, and then people got pissed, so they reneged on their renege. Yeah, that's something I didn't put in the docket. But, I mean, I don't know. You're kind of confusing me on that, Mark Jr., because you were like the hugest Halo fan I knew for like a decade.
Yeah, and then Call of Duty dropped.
And every Halo's the same game. The variation in Halos is less than the variation in Call of Duties.
Yeah, it capped out for me on Halo 3. I mean, I played the shit out of it and all that shit, and then all y'all niggas came at me with Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4. So I was like, I guess I should try Call of Duty 4.
That shit was badass, too.
And then I picked it up, and that shit was badass, so Halo got left, G. I played Halo 4, what's it called? You know, the single player.
Oh, yeah. I did, too.
Story.
It was like...
and I loved, was it Halo Wars? Which one was the RTS?
Wars, yeah.
Wars, I love that shit. And Wars 2 is going to drop, so I love that shit, too.
Yeah, that's coming out on PC.
But looking at the investment on it and shit like that, I'm going to go ahead. I just realized, dude, I had the Xbox One for 2-3 years now. Forever. And I don't even buy no games for that shit. Actually, most of the games I got have been free. Adam gave me 3 of them. Donna's son gave me 3 of them. Dragon Age Inquisition. There was a couple of them I don't remember. But of course Fallout. But I don't buy games for it, homie. And all the games we're buying lately, I'm not doing single player experience as much as I'm doing multiplayer online shooters, or what was Battleborn, Battle Arena.
Mm-hmm.
To be perfectly honest with you, Xbox One will still be viable for 2 to 3 years. So if there's a great single player experience, I'm still probably going to play it in my living room in front of my 65-inch TV.
Yeah, the big giganto.
Yeah, so, but everything else, I mean, and once it gets outdated, why am I going to drop more money on that? I want to play Zelda now, and I'm already online shooting bitches with y'all, so I'll just do that on the PC. So, can I cross-platform with y'all?
It depends on the game.
Oh, well,
you'll have to wait to see what the game is and how the developers want to handle it. I mean, if they have support from Microsoft and they get support in that particular arena, then yeah. But every time they try it, they always end up turning it down after an alpha or a beta. They did it with Overwatch. Originally they were planning on cross-platform play between console players and PC players, but you simply can't match the accuracy of a mouse with the accuracy of a controller. It just doesn't work out. I mean, with the controller, you're aiming with the 3 muscles in your thumb. With a mouse, you're aiming with all the muscles of your hand, wrist, and arm. So you just can't compete. Just is what it is. So I guess it depends on the game.
Well, fuck that. See, that's all convoluted bullshit. I'll just have to deal with y'all calling Nate and Clay to fix my shit when it's broke. That's all. It's cool. Fuck it, whatever. Or I need to upgrade or something. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Whatever. Fuck it. It's better than fucking having to buy a new console every 4 years. Although if Nintendo does it right, they can.
Dude, I just got the deepest deja vu. I'm gonna have to go back through our podcast because I think you already said that exact fucking sentence.
Probably so. That sounds about right.
What?
I heard that one coming too. Oh, motherfuckers, this is the lamest podcast we ever recorded. All right, we got to get out of here. This is hardly worth time. We're going to go ahead and publish this garbage because we got other shit going on. In the meantime,
just now name it Moving Extravaganza.
Moving Extravaganza. That's right. Mark Jr.'s moving. He's got a lot of business to take care of. I got to build walls for him and do refabrication. We got so much shit to do. And least of all, move his furniture. We got to build a living space for him. So we got shit going on. So this is all what kinds. You get. So give us a rating on iTunes for Mark Jr.'s Moving Extravaganza and for Nate Johnny's Silence. And for the just despondent look on his face. And we'll be back the following week. We'll be back next week with a more enthusiastic show. I promise. I'll beat some enthusiasm into Nate. I mean, I can't reach him. I'll be able to reach him soon, though. And
theoretically.
Yeah. So, until next week, we'll be back.
Bye now.
Yep.
Damn, Nate. Yeah, fuck on. You just...
Yep.
Damn.
King of the Hill? King of the Hill,
do
bitch?
this no more.